guys. Hi, Emmy. Hi, Carter. Hi, Almo. Hi. Oh, you're feeling better. I'm so glad to see that. Hi, Lucian. Hi, Benito. Hi, Asa. I'm looking over there, but I see you over here. See? All right, guys. Thank you for joining us. We'll see. Oh, we have a few more friends coming to join, so bear with us. And just get comfortable and let's see. I don't know if you'll need anything today. Just your eyeballs and your brain. That's all we're going to need today. We're going to do your pod, but I have a few great announcements first. So, you guys ready? Yeah. Okay, good. All right, here we go. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Leon. Are you here? All right, let's do our promise. My teacher helper, go ahead. Leon, do you want to be the teacher helper today? I'm ready. Unmute, man.
Be participated, be respectful, on time, microphone muted, full name in chat, stay seated, eyes on me.
Excellent. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And you can just change your name in the Zoom window instead of the chat. You don't even have to have your full name. You can have just your first name. That would be fine too. I'm finishing letting some friends in. Thank you, Mr. Teacher Helper. Your job's coming back in just a moment. Our weekly spotlight. Remember, we have some friends that I noticed were doing an amazing job this week. Miss Emiliana, and she's going to have our game today. So stay with us at the very end. After the lesson, if you can stay on, we'll do a game together. Just a quick one. Ruby, amazing. Oops, hey, amazingly detailed responses. And Ben and Almo for working hard. Thank you for that. I am noticing, if we go back to the middle one, Ruby's amazingly detailed responses. Listen, I'm starting to notice that you guys are expanding your answers. Yes, no more one-word answers. All right, make sure they're in full sentences and have a second sentence with extra detail to support your answer. Okay, good. Now back to you, Mr. Leon. What is today?
Today is Thursday, October 2022, 27.
Great, 2022.
Today is Thursday.
Yeah, and you could say it like here. Can you read this right here in this top yellow box? Just read it the way it is. Today
is Thursday, October 27, 2022.
Very nice. Thank you so much, sir. All right, moving on. Oh, how many months are in a year? Guys, who knows it? How many months? Ooh. Okay, on the count of 3, unmute and yell out how many months. It's not too loud.
12.
12.
12.
And 5, 4, 3, mute in 2, 1. How many days are in 1 week? 1 week. How many?
7.
7.
That's right. Okay, in 5, 4, make sure you're mute. Ooh, look out. Ooh, only one person did mute. Good. How many days until Halloween?
4.
Oh, let's try.
4.
Yeah, she said 4. 1, 2,
3.
4.
5.
4 days until Halloween. All right, mute in 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay muted. Here we go. Happy birthday shout outs, Fayruza and Isabella. Happy birthday. And I have an announcement. Before we start our Nearpod on Monday, if you haven't been told, we're doing an optional costume day. Yes, you don't have to. You are, if you don't celebrate Halloween or you're not comfortable, you can either not dress up or you don't have to attend. It's an optional lesson anyway. But if you would like to dress up for for Monday's live lesson, You are welcome to do that. However, there is one little thing you need to remember. It is a not so scary live lesson. Okay, so whatever you choose to dress up as, make sure it is not too scary. No blood, no yucky stuff, nothing like that. And it needs to be appropriate for school, right? So here are some examples, and I wonder if you guys can guess. So type in the chat what you think I will be dressed up as on Monday. Look at those pictures. I'm only going to choose one. Which one do you think I'm going to be? Type it in the chat. Ooh, here they come. What do you, oh, who's not muted? Don't unmute. Someone thinks I'm going to be a cat. Ooh. Do you guys think I'm going to be a cat? A banana? I get a banana. Oh, a baker. You think I'm going to be a baker? A shark? Wow. I can't wait to see your faces when I dress up as one of these. Now, what are you guys going to be? Go ahead and type that in. Do you have an idea of what you are going to dress up as on Monday? Ooh, good. Awesome. Oh, that's going to be great. Frank, a fish, a cat, a witch. Not too scary. Okay, make sure if it's too scary, I can't let you in the Zoom. You know that, right? So make sure there's no blood or any kind of gory stuff. Carter, not too scary. Okay, make sure it's not too scary. All right, loves. So let's move on. You guys ready? Everybody out of the chat in 5. Ooh, I like that, Ben. 4, 3, hands in the air, 2, 1. You can share with me later if you would like to. What are we going to do today? We're going to tell the time to the nearest 5 minutes. Whoops, let's see. Today I will use analog and digital clocks so I can tell the time to the nearest 5 minutes using AM and PM appropriately. I know I have it when I can express portions of an hour to, let me see, using fractional terms like a half hour, half past, quarter till, quarter past, quarter of an hour, and even to the 5 minutes. Okay, so guys, here we go. Yeah, I'll put it in the chat. All right. Okay. Oops, that was only to Ben. Let me do it to everybody. Hold on. Hold on. Trying to do too much. Hi. All right. Just trying to help somebody get into the Zoom. All righty. Let me come on over here and meet you guys. This time I'm not going to forget to go and find it. Let's see. Where are we? Here we are. Okay. Do you guys see the code now on my screen? It should say 6NJYV. Do you see it on the screen now? I see a thumbs up from Addie. Thank you, Addie. All right. Thank you, Leon. Thank you, Lucian. All right, here we go. I have 6 friends in. It's kind of a small class today. I hope more people join. We're going to talk about clocks today and time. I've noticed that not only is this lesson coming up soon in your curriculum, but I've also noticed that it's a tricky thing to read an analog clock. Yeah, and be able to tell exactly what time it is, especially when we're only talking about increments of 5 minutes. All right, so our essential question is, how do you tell the time to the nearest 5 minutes? What do you guys think? Can you do that? Do you know a lot about it? maybe I know a little bit about counting by fives, but I kind of get mixed up sometimes. Or C, what are you talking about, Miss Cruz? I need lots of support here. Oh, look at Addie. Okay, go ahead and choose your, that's awesome. Yeah, there's your class. Great. Some of you might know a lot already. Some of you may need a little practice. Let's see your answers. Awesome. Here we go. Thank you for sharing. And it's thinking. Type what you already know about telling time to the nearest 5 minutes here. This is kind of an important screen, guys, because here you are able to explain to me what you already know. So think about reading an analog clock like Addie and I think it was Emmy just held up. Yep. Think about what you read first. Then what do you look at? Talk about the hands. Explain to me how you know how to read the time. Oh, very nice. Okay, 5 minutes is the time to tell, but tell the time, which means the time on your clock. Yep, I got that. How about to the, like, how do you do it to the exact minute or 5 minutes? What is Mrs. Cruz talking about when she says to the nearest 5 minutes? Oh, look at that, Carter. 5, 10, 15, 20. You can count by fives. How do I count by fives on the clock? How do I count by fives? What numbers am I looking at on the clock that help me count by fives? Oh, read the hour first. Thank you, Addie. I like that too. Yes, definitely. When you're looking at the clock and you're reading the time, we should go with that shorthand. Oh, look, it's got the fives, Frank. Thank you. Oh, you're looking at the time right now. All right, ready, guys? Yes, I agree. By fives. On the next slide, you will observe a photograph. Think about how this photograph is like a clock. What? What is that? Wait a minute, it does look like a clock, doesn't it? Oh, how does it look like a clock, guys? What's different about it? What's the same? Tell me something you noticed about that picture and how it reminded you of a clock. How about that? It was in a circle. Did it have like a long and short hand? Yes, it did. Thank you, Almo. Oh, a cup or clock could be a question, but it's actually a cup. Kind of looks like a clock. It does look like a clock. Did it have like those sugar cubes? Those sugar cubes that were in a circle around the clock. What did those remind you of? Did you know that there are clocks that don't have any numbers on them? Oh, I remember seeing my first clock and it didn't even have any numbers. So how could I tell the time if I didn't see any numbers? Do you guys have a clock like that in your home? Have you ever seen a clock or a watch and it doesn't have any Oh, look at that, Isaac. Yes, I agree. It does look like a clock. Yeah. Very nice. Basically, it has a spoon, a long hand, a short hand. Yes, you're right, Frank. All right, moving on. I agree with you. It looked just like a clock, and it had those sugar cubes, those little cubes of sugar that went around in a circle. What did those sugar cubes represent? That's what we're going to be talking about today. Now, we already know what a digital clock is. It's on your computer. On the next slide, you will learn about digital clocks. I'm not going to take a whole lot of time on this. Who wants to read that out loud? Let me see. Who? What time is it on the clock? Ooh, Olmo, go ahead. Read that time real fast.
Okay. It says 10:15.
Excellent. 10:15. And 10:15 means the time, the hour, and the minutes after that hour. That's what it truly means. On a digital clock, it's telling you the hour of the day and how many minutes passed. Oh, that's good. We write the hours to the left. This is on a quiz. Make sure you understand this. On the left, we write the hour to the left of the colon, and to the right are how many minutes past there are, okay? So let's move on from here. Guys, write the time on the digital clock. And while you're doing that, I'm gonna go look over here. All right, so we're writing the time. Remember that you're looking at the clock and you are explaining what time it is. That's right. Write the time shown on the digital clock. If you said 7, you put the hours on the left-hand side, just like this, you're copying it down. It's easy. And it's 20 minutes past 7 o'clock. It's not before 7, it's after 7. So it's already 7 o'clock and we've already gone 20 minutes past. 5, 10, 15, 20, just like Carter said before. All right, guys, so just had to copy that down. Let's move on to our analog. Back to the circle. This is an analog clock. It has 2 hands. The longer hand is called the what? What is the longer hand? Ooh, Omo, you got the fastest hand in the class. What is it? Minutes or hour?
The minute hand.
Excellent. And let's try Isaac. Isaac, if the long hand is for the minutes, what is the shorthand for? What does that tell you?
The hour.
Very nice. And we always look at the shorthand first. That tells us the hour. So this is where it gets a little tricky, though, I have to tell you. There are 60 minutes in an hour. But I don't see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They don't count. They don't show every minute. They divide them up and organize them into groups. How many minutes are in each group? Anybody? I know Addie knows this because I asked her this already. How many minutes are in between each number? Go ahead, Addie.
5.
5 minutes, that's right. So they divide all those minutes up into little groups of 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, you know how to count, all the way up to 60. Don't go past 60. There aren't more than 60 minutes in an hour. So make sure you stop at 60. Instead of counting every minute, you can count by 5s. All right, so quick video, quick video, Mrs. Cruz. So fast, and you might have seen this. Telling time to the nearest 5 minutes. Whoops, start over. Okay.
By 5s to help us tell time to 5 minutes. Each number on the clock shows 5 more minutes passed. So if you count by 5s, you'll learn this really fast. Look at the hour hand. What number has it passed?
Okay, let's stop right there. This is a common mistake that students make. A lot of students make this mistake. They see that little hour hand. They know they need to read it first, but they don't know what exactly it's pointing to. So here's a good rule of thumb. If the arrow, this arrow, is past the 9, then it's part of 9 o'clock. So anything between 9 and 10 is still 9 o'clock. Even at 9:01, if that little arrow is just past this 9 o'clock line, then you know it's part of 9 o'clock. If it passes the 10, then it's 10 o'clock. But here's the tricky part. I've seen you guys make this boo-boo. So listen, if this arrow is right here and pointing right before the 9, it's not 9 o'clock yet. What is it part of? The hour before it. So it would be part of 8 o'clock, even if it's 8 o'clock and 58 minutes. That means 8:58. It's not 9 o'clock yet. So you need to be able to have your eagle eyes. Okay? Those eyes that can definitely tell whether that arrow is past the hour that you're reading, or is it before, or is it after? Okay, so anything in between 9 and 10 is still part of 9 o'clock. That's a common mistake. We're gonna look at
That will be the hour. Wasn't that a blast? Now count by fives.
Okay, we can do that, everybody. We noticed that 9 o'clock would have started at the 12, and this short hour hand would have been directly on the 9. Then as the minutes go by and you get older, we count by fives. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when the long hand was on the 1, that was 5 minutes past 9 o'clock. What could you do in 5 minutes? Tie your shoes, make a sandwich, play one level of a game. I don't know. What could you do in 5 minutes? And then another 5 minutes passes and that long hand is on the 2. It's not 9:02. It's 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 minutes past 9. Another common error. Okay. You're looking at these big hour numbers and trying to use those for minutes instead of counting by fives. So this 2 really means 10. What? This 3 really means 15. What? Yes. Counting by fives is grouping all of our minutes together. 5, 10, 15. And right now, what is the time on the clock? Who knows it? Oh, come on, guys. Somebody's got a fast hand. Leon, go. What time is it on this clock right now?
20.
Oh, wait, you didn't say the hour first.
Oh wait, it's 9 and 4.
No, you had it. 9.
Oh, 20.
10, 15, 20. It's 9:20, everybody. It's 9:20.
9:20.
Job. Great, great. Okay, let's move on.
Starting from the 1.
Oh,
The 1, it's a little past 9. 9 is the hour. Now look at the minute hand. It's pointing at the 4, so we count by fives 4 times. 5, 10, 15, 20.
wait, look at that one on the top. What's supposed to be in this circle? Who knows it? Emmy?
60.
Right, either 0 or 60. It's our starting line.
0,
Very
0,
good.
or 60.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why there's nothing in that. It's kind of like the top of the hour, the starting line. And it's either 60 full minutes or it starts over at 00. Okay, guys, let's move on. Let me try this one. Can anybody tell me the time on this clock? Oh, let's see. I see another hand from Asa. Go for it.
15.
What is it? Louder?
15.
Okay, but wait, you didn't read the hour first. Shorthand first.
It's 6.
Is it past the 6?
It's 5.
If it's that,
5.
yeah, it's 5 something. Now wait, you said 5. We know it's part of 5. Now you better count by fives. Ready? Go. 5,
5, 10, 15,
15, 20, 25,
25,
30,
30,
35. Stop.
40.
What's this one?
40.
40. So now, what time is it? 5,
5, 5, 4,
40.
5, 40.
Yeah, it's 5:40. Everybody, it's 5:40. It's time for dinner. It's 5:40. Time for practice. It's 5:40. I don't know. What do you do at 5:40? All right, great work. And thank you for showing me that, because there are 2 things we need to remember to do. Look at that hour hand first. Wasn't past the 6. So it's still part of 5 o'clock. Somewhere it's some 5 something. And then once you establish that the hour that it is, then you can count by fives to see where that minute hand ended up. And we have 5:40. Okay, one last one. We're gonna have a contest. Who can do this? Let's try. Raise your hand, raise your hand. Oh, Ben and Olmo, you raised your hand first, okay? So on the count of 3, what time is it? And you both can unmute if you can and tell me what time it is. Be so careful with this one.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
But 4, but the 20 over here with the minute hand had a pointing 20 over here with 4 and okay. Wow.
So what's the time?
And the hour pointer is pointing at is pointing at
Hey, Ben? Ben,
50.
Ben, wait a second. I know you're talking through it. I love this. What does Olmo think? What time is it?
I think
Olmo, what time is
okay.
it, Olmo?
Okay. As we see the hour hand, it's still kind of in the middle. It's still 3 o'clock.
Wow, did you guys see that? Wait, stop there. Did you guys notice that too? Take your imaginary line and draw a line to notice that it is not past the 4 yet. Excellent, Olmo. All right, so wait a minute. Olmo, you got the hour. It's 3 something. It didn't turn 4 yet. That's right. We still have a few minutes left before 4 o'clock. But wait, we need to know what part of 3 it is. So Olmo, I'm going to go back to Ben. Ben, it's 3 something. We don't know what the something is until you count by 5s. Ready? Count with me, Ben.
Okay.
5,
5,
10,
10, 50, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55.
Stop. That's where it's pointing. It's 3:55. That's right. Great job, guys. You work together as a great team. Thank you for that. We're going to move on, guys. And yes, we did notice it's not 4 o'clock yet. It is not 4 o'clock. All right, let's move on and get some practice in. Quick, match up the analog clock with the time it shows. I know you've been waiting to do something fun. Be careful with this one. Can I give you a clue? Look at the first clock on the top. It's not past 8 yet. It's still part of the hour before. It didn't get to 8 yet. I wonder what time it is. Okay, let's see how we did. Ooh, Leon. Rocking this. Benito, nice job. All right, and 5. Ooh, there goes Emmy. And Frank's got it. And somebody's not muted. Who's that? Asa, don't break your promise. Check your mute buttons, guys. Ooh, Carter got it. Ruby got it. Emmy, Ben, Frank, Olmo, Asa. Nice work. Let's go back and check those. Let's see. The first one, that first clock is not past 8. It still must be part of the hour before. The hour before is 7. The only time I have that matches 7:55. Just like that one we just did. Now let's look at the next clock. It's not past 6 yet. It didn't even get to 6 o'clock yet. It must still be part of 5. Well, here's the answer. It's 5:50. Ooh, let's try this one. Ooh, if I take my imaginary line, this one is past 10. It was already 10 o'clock and now it's 10 minutes after. So there it is. And Ben, you're breaking the promise, man. Check your mute. Benito. Oh, God, check it. And wait, let's look down here. Thank you, sir. This one's really hard to see. I think this is the only one I have left is 9:45. It's not past 10 yet. It's still part of 9. A common error we make is not looking to see if the hour has not passed the next number on the clock. All right, so on the next slide, you'll see an analog clock and a digital clock. We're comparing. What time do each of these clocks say? What do you think? Ooh, I see some hands. Emmy, what time do these clocks say?
The digital clock says 1:55, and the
Okay.
other one says 2.
Oh, wait, it's not past the 2 yet. Look here for just a second. Wait, don't say anything. Just look. It didn't even get to 2 o'clock yet. It didn't even get to the 12. That's right. It's still part of 1 o'clock yet.
It's 1:55 on both clocks.
Excellent. Both clocks say the same thing. So am I right? Sometimes an analog clock is a little more difficult to read, right? I wonder if that's why they came up with the digital clock, because it's easier to read. So you did it. You have to notice that, look at this, it's not past the 2 yet. Whoops, that's really hard to draw an imaginary line. It's still part of 1. All right, loves. This is going to be on some tests, so it would be a really good idea for you to practice using your analog clocks. Skip it. Venn diagram, we'll do that another day. When writing time, here's your quiz, 4 questions. When writing the time, you know, the ... what goes to the left of the colon? The hour, the minutes, or the seconds? What goes first? The hours, the minutes, or the seconds? Ooh, I have some answers coming. Remember, when you're writing a digital clock and you have the ... right? What is on the left-hand side? What's over on this side? Hours, minutes, or seconds? If you said minutes, you got it right. Next question. Wait, Miss Cruz, did you just say the wrong thing? If you said hours, you got it right. It's okay, we make mistakes. So hours goes on the left-hand side of the colon. Hours first, Mrs. Cruz. When writing time, what goes to the right of the colon? Okay, so I'm writing the time. It's my party. Come meet me. What goes on the right-hand side? Hours, minutes, or seconds? So if I want you to meet me at 8:35, what's on the right-hand side? Hours, minutes, or seconds? If you said minutes, you got it right. Yep, Ms. Cruz got it right too. So hours first, then the minutes. The next question was, what time does this clock show? It's not past 3 yet. It didn't get there yet. What is it still part of? If you said it's still part of 2, and it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 240, you got it right. If you said B, no, yeah, B, you got it right. So look at 3 again, make sure that you are noticing. I see some answers, different answers coming in. Look at the shorthand first. Some people are looking at the longhand first. I know that longhand is beautiful, but don't look at it first. It doesn't tell you the hour. It won't tell you the hour. It will only tell you how many minutes passed. Look at that shorthand first. Next and last question. What time does this clock show? Oh, this is an easy one. I like the easy ones. Go with the shorthand first. Go with the shorthand first. Go with the shorthand first. Shorthand, shorthand. Shorthand tells the hour. Shorthand tells the hour. Go with the shorthand first. Okay, let's see how we did. Oh, I see a lot of right answers coming. You're right if you said C. That hour is still part of 11. So it's 11 something. And then we can count by 5s to see how many minutes passed. It was 11 o'clock. Now it's 11:05, 10, 15, 20, 25, it's 11:25. If you said C, you got it right. Wrapping up, Mrs. Cruz. Let's look one more time at this crazy picture of a clock, a coffee clock. What time do you think it says? If you could pretend to put numbers in there, what time do you think it is on this crazy clock? Lucian, do you know the time? Frank? Isaac? Mackenzie? Hi, honey. What do you think, Ruth?
2:50.
Oh, is it past 2 o'clock yet? Let's look. Oh, wait a minute. It did not get to 2 yet. It's still part of 1 because it hasn't gotten to, look, the minute hand hasn't gotten to 2 o'clock yet.
1:50.
That's right. Very good. If it was 2:50, listen to this reasoning for a moment. If it was 2:50, which it's not, but if it was, listen carefully. Wouldn't the hour be so close to 3 then?
Yeah.
It would. This hour hand would be way closer to 3. Wouldn't be past 3, but it would be much closer to 3. That's an interesting thought, isn't it?
Miss Cruz, can you
Yes,
please put
sweetheart.
the link in the chat box? I went in to see and it wasn't in there. So I was
You're
like,
right.
I can't get it.
You're right. I'm sorry. Okay, let's see if I can do that. And by the way, we're almost done. So you can practice this on your own. I will share this with everybody and put it on the math announcement page later. Okay. So don't worry if you don't have time because we're almost done. Literally, I think we are done. How confident do you feel in your ability to tell the time now to the nearest 5 minutes? Counting by 5s. Or do you feel much more confident now? Maybe still need a little bit of practice. C, Miss Cruz, I keep forgetting what to look at first. I don't know whether it's past a number. I don't know what the 5s are. How do I count the minutes? Let's see how we did. Ooh, you're more confident. I don't see anybody with I need lots of help anymore. So that tells me that you are learning a few very important things. And let's talk about those few very important things while you are dancing along with Mr. Chick. Those very few very important things are, look at the shorthand first. Understand that we read the hour first. Make sure the hour is not past the next number because that would signal it's the next hour. Okay, very common mistake. You have to practice that so you know. And then thirdly, and kind of finally, how many minutes past the hour that you noticed is done by counting by 5s. This whole lesson was just about dividing up the hour into 5-minute intervals. That's what this was, okay? But guess what? Now, on your own, you can practice telling time to the exact minute. Oh no, what if it's not 11:35? What if it's 11:37? It's right to that minute, 37. How would you do that? How would you show that? How would you count that? So that's like an extra step for you guys. If you're ready to count to the exact minute, you can. And then for you folks that really love math, I want you to think about solving math problems using a clock. How many hours passed? I went to this party for 6.5 hours. It started at 11. What time is it? Or mom said that the plane ride leaves. Ooh, do some word problems using clocks. That's a big major step for you. All right, so we are all done. We have small groups we need to run to. So I'm saying goodbye, and I'll see you in the small groups. I hope you join me.
Bye.
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 Bye.